What is up, guys? Delboy here. So rather predictably, Gervonta Davis knocks out Hugo Ruiz in quick time fashion. Gervonta Davis dealt with Hugo Ruiz how he should be dealing with that type of opponent. As we know, Hugo Ruiz was a late replacement for Abner Mares, and I get that, but even so, this was a mismatch of epic proportions. And it was a terrible main event, it really, really was. But nevertheless, when you're fighting that type of opponent, you need to be doing what Gervonta Davis did. You need to be blasting these guys out of there and moving on to the next one. And that's exactly what Gervonta Davis did. From the very first bell, he was ultra aggressive, which I liked. He was firing off a really hard jab from that southpaw stance. He was pushing Ruiz back. Gervonta Davis was looking for that straight left to the body, which is actually a really good punch of his. And, he caught Hugo Ruiz with it a few times early on. And, Gervonta Davis was manoeuvring Ruiz around the ring. And Gervonta Davis, it took him no time whatsoever to judge his distance and get his shots off. He was looking quick, he was looking sharp, he was looking powerful. And, he was light years above Hugo Ruiz in terms of skills, talent. He was bigger in terms of weight. Gervonta Davis just had too much. And he finished it with a lovely right hand, like a right cross. Connects with Ruiz's chin. Ruiz goes down. Ruiz does beat the count, but, he doesn't really respond to the referee's instructions that well. So the referee decided to stop it. I felt he made the right decision because ultimately, let's be honest about it, Hugo Ruiz should not have been in the same ring as Gervonta Davis. I really felt that was, despite it being last minute, that was reckless matchmaking. It really, really was. And, a few people need to look at themselves after that, to be honest. But regardless, if you're Gervonta Davis, you can't help that. So you need to deal what's put in front of you. And he did exactly that. He destroyed Hugo Ruiz. And when you've got an overmatched opponent in front of you, you can't afford to let him go some rounds. You can't afford to drag it out. Just get this guy out of there. And that's exactly what Gervonta Davis did. I've got to say, as a fighter, I really, really like Gervonta Davis. I think he has a lot of talent. I like the fact he fights with bad intentions. I like the fact he's explosive and has punching power. And I believe ultimately he's a very good talent. But, the way his career's gone in the past 18 months, it's made it hard for me to get behind him. So hopefully now he's got this guy out of the way. Hopefully now he can get some big fights at super featherweight and maybe get in some unification fights. Maybe fight some of the top guys because he's got the potential to beat anybody in that division. He really, really does. He's got the power, he's got the speed, he's got the ability. There's no need to protect this guy anymore. I would pick him to beat anybody at super featherweight, including Miguel Berchelt. So I rate Gervonta Davis. It's just hard to get excited about his career because, like I said, last year he only fought once. He's inactive. He's made some questionable decisions outside of a ring, avoiding certain fights, and it just makes it hard to get behind him, but the talent is there, the power's there, the style's there, the fighters are there in your division. Get it done. Don't waste your career. Let's see how good you really are. And I believe Gervonta Davis is very good. I think he is the best super featherweight in the world, but he needs to prove that. That's my opinion. Maybe I'll be wrong, but I believe he has the beating of any super featherweight in the world. So let's see it. But yeah, share your thoughts below. Peace.